If you saw your friend's man out with another girl, what do you do?
Oh, girl. Are you saying like I saw them cuddled up?
Yeah, they clearly looked like they was on a date.
Girl,
they was together.
I'm taking the picture and I'm about to get the reaction right here and I'm about to look at you. I mean, if that is my girl, if we're talking about this is my welcome back.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome back to Two Little Wine with
Jara
and Ashley.
I always forget that's my cue.
Oh.
So what's up, girl? It's been a minute since we like caught up.
I know.
Drink
This
some
is good.
water.
I've had a really weird day. I don't know.
I feel like today doesn't feel like a Tuesday. Today's Tuesday, and it doesn't feel like a Tuesday.
It feels like a Sunday to me.
Right? Like it doesn't feel real. I don't know.
Yeah,
it feels like
yeah.
we're supposed to be in bed and like not do anything, but we are doing things.
Yeah. Like at work, I was having a hard time. I was very productive, but I feel like it took a lot of energy for me to focus. But Rose and Thorn?
Rose and Thorn. Okay, I will say a thorn for me has been the weather. It has been dropping down to like 10 degrees at night and like I'm dying. Like I don't know what to do with my life. I put the heat up high, and then in the middle of the night I'm sweating my ass off and I can't function. And then it throws off my sleep. I wake up. That's my thorn for the week. My rose has been I guess my mindset. I've been like less negative.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like speaking more positivity. I'm not saying like I'm tired and stuff like that. I've been like, today's gonna be a great day, or like I'm so grateful for this. Instead of saying, oh, I have to do this, I'm grateful I get to do this. I saw that on TikTok. It was like reword what you say, and it honestly makes a difference.
Yeah.
Like today, right? I got to sleep in, and I'm like, usually I'm like down on myself, like, oh, I slept in today. I should have done this and that. But I'm like, no, I'm grateful that I got to sleep in and rest and continue my day. Like it shifts. Yeah. How about you?
Nice. I don't know. Because I don't want to say the weather, but I feel like that has been really hard because it's been super cold.
Yeah.
And then it makes me not want to do anything or like go out of my house, and I don't like to stay home.
So
many days in
maybe
a
your
long.
Productivity has been a little bit down because
Yeah, but you know what? When I've been home, I have been like more about like do the laundry, fold the clothes, whatever, like not letting it pile up.
Okay.
Kind of.
So is that your rose?
Yeah. I've been keeping my space more organized. That's a good rose.
That's
yeah.
good.
That makes a difference
Oh my
for
God,
me.
girl, I just left to come here and I'm like, I'm gonna put my clothes away. So I get my I drop off my laundry and because it's so cheap. Like instead of doing it myself, whatever. There's nothing in my house that I can like. There's no washer, whatever. And I leave it there, like in the corner of my room. I like live out of it. And so like obviously I want to be better about putting my stuff away. But like right before I came here, I'm like getting ready, doing my hair, and I'm like, I'm gonna put all my stuff away, whatever. It's sitting on my bed.
Yeah, well,
it's gonna get done today.
Young. Exactly.
It's gonna get done today, but it does make a
yeah.
difference.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that I get to put my clothes away when I get home.
Grateful you have clothes.
Right.
And a space to put them.
That's another topic. I have some clothes, but yeah.
Reinventing the style and the wardrobe after literally after COVID. I forgot how to dress.
Bro.
I don't have
But I feel like you have sense of style. So like even when I feel like you can dress. You dress. Yeah.
Well, then maybe it just nobody sees the effort that it takes for me to get dressed.
It does look effortless.
That's
Girl,
good.
that's
good.
A plus.
But it takes like a lot. Like I have to like really like think about it, and like I be looking at all the TikTok girlies, all the Instagram girlies. But
girl, I feel like I don't know if you can relate to this, but I feel like as I'm approaching 30, and I don't even know if it doesn't even have to be like 30. It's just like after 25. I don't know how to dress because my wardrobe consisted of like, you know how like capsule wardrobes are in, right? But there's like an aesthetic to a capsule wardrobe on TikTok, like the blazer and the white t-shirt and the
blazers,
first of all, like that shit is not comfortable. But and you gotta be you gotta be like skinny, mini, like cute. I like it, cute, not for me. But after 25, I feel like I was in the corporate world, right? So I had my corporate clothes, and I was cute at work, and then at home, like, it was just lounge, right? And it continues to just be like that, except now I'm not in the corporate world. So now I'm in scrubs. But like there was never like a time, I feel like before 25, I could put stuff together and like I was cute and I had like an outfit for an event. If it was like, oh, we're going out, boom, easy. But I feel like now I don't know how to dress.
Yeah, but there's also, think about when you were 25, that was COVID.
That was...
And I really think because you went from going to work, getting dressed for work, you needed clothes for that, and then you started working from home. Like,
that's true.
That didn't matter. We didn't go out as much anymore. Like, everything was much more low key.
Yes.
At home.
But I think for me, it's more so like I would go out and buy an outfit and was able to like put it together. I don't feel like I have that ability anymore. I feel like I don't know my sense of style. Like,
yeah, but because the style has changed since then. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
I get what you're saying, but it's so difficult for me. Like, I'm just like, so I asked. You
just gotta try things. That's literally it.
I know.
Order things, try them, not for an event. I think that makes a big thing. Like when if you have somewhere to go, then you start looking like desesperada. Like, I need something. You know what I mean? But if you're just like looking and then you don't have a sense of urgency for it, like you don't need it for something, you're just kind of like to have things. But.
And I guess like COVID 100%, like now I want to wear lounge. Like I can look cute in lounge, and that's the thing for everybody. But also I feel like that's a Rhode Island thing, or maybe like a United States thing, because I don't know if you saw on TikTok, but I came across this girl, like she's American but she's in the UK, and she was saying how like we are bummy, like in the US, like even when we attempt to like look cute to just like run errands, like in the UK, they're out here like makeup done, hair done, like everything, top to bottom. I feel like it's different here, but maybe it's a Rhode Island thing
it's
too.
It's a culture. I think it's like the culture. Yeah.
Because also I like to travel to New York, and I feel like in New York people are always like cute. I don't know. Maybe I'm in a bubble, in a weird bubble. I just need help. Help me, guys. Help me.
Step out and get out of your comfort zone. That's really it. Just try things out.
Try new things.
Oh my god, my stomach is like.
You're hungry?
I'm thinking about that soup, y'all. If y'all haven't tried a soup from Baja's, you need to try it.
I just heard about this. Like, second person. Ashley is the second person to bring up this damn soup. I need to try it.
I don't know what it is. It's really good. If you're feeling a little bit under the weather.
Is it the broth?
Hungover? I think so. I think it might be the broth, but it was really good.
Because it's like a burrito or whatever that you pick, but they put the broth in it, right? But the main thing is like the rice and chicken and the broth.
Yeah. And like I put vegetables or whatever. I don't know. But I've been scrolling on TikTok, and the conversation of what is it? Birthday dinners. Who pays? Like, how does that work? Do we split the bill? Does everybody pay for their own stuff?
I feel like, girl, every time I get invited to a birthday dinner, I'm just like, who's going? First of all, like, who's going? Because, you know, like, the people pop into your head, and you're just like, oh, my God, where am I going to sit when I get there? And, like, can we split the... like... You already thinking about certain people. Like, I don't know about you, but like certain group of friends, like you just know how they are. And like some make it more difficult than others. So what's your take? What's your take on splitting the bill? And wait. Let's be, so the video was the birthday girl that she was talking. Yeah.
Okay, no. So the TikTok that I saw, it was this guy who was invited to a birthday dinner. And then he didn't really know the person whose birthday it was. He was invited by a friend. Point is, when the bill came, like he stepped away, paid his portion because he already saw like the vibes. And then when the bill came, like people were like arguing over the bill essentially, and he excused himself and left. But that whole topic in general of just when you get in, what is the birthday dinner etiquette is something that is constantly reoccurring, and like I'm sure we've all experienced.
And I think it goes back to like who is there, right? So like that guy, do you think that he was right or wrong for doing that? Because he doesn't really know the birthday girl.
I didn't think there was anything wrong with how he handled it. But in general, for a birthday dinner, if you invite me to a birthday dinner in my head, we're splitting the bill minus the birthday person, no matter who's there. That's how I go prepared to those things. Now,
same. I can relate. Yes.
Now, I do think everyone needs to have a certain sense of
etiquette.
Yeah, and like
not ordering like 10 shots and then splitting the
decency.
bill.
Yeah. But some people will say like, okay, if we go out to dinner and I say 2 shots, then I'm paying for it, right?
Yeah.
Which I can get that. But at the same, also, if we're at a birthday dinner and it's 10 people, then just split the freaking bill. That's just my own.
I don't know. So like, I guess I'm just thinking about 2 types of different friends, right? Because I have friends that can drink. Like, these people go hard. I'm a drinker. Like, I like to drink socially, but I'm not like drinking trying to get trash. Which is fine. I love that. Have fun. Do your thing. But like, I feel like sometimes these people go into those situations saying, yo, we about to split this bill. I'm about to take 10 shots. Which is like, I already know I might just, eat first and like know that I'm gonna be conservative and then like just pay my bill on the side.
Yeah.
Like that guy.
Okay.
But then there's other friend groups that we're very aware. Like, I love, those are the best types of friends to travel with, even if it's not like a birthday event. But like where you're like all conscious of like, all right, this is what we're doing as a group. And even if you get like a dessert and I get a shot or whatever, we're all splitting the bill.
Right. I think that too. The other thing is I don't necessarily go out to dinner or to events, to birthday dinners and stuff like that with people that like, you have to be close to me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like, so I think about one of my best friend's college roommate. It was her birthday and we went to STK in New York. It's like a nice steak restaurant, whatever. It was, the roommates were 4 and then she had some other friends there. The 3 of us know that we're splitting her food, number 1, which I think that's super.
I feel like that is a given. And when they start to make it a difficult problem for the birthday girl, like, honestly, why are you even here? Like, you don't even love that person.
Right. So we went to dinner, really nice steak restaurant. Everybody's ordering whatever they want to order. And when this one person, I think this is important to know, I believe she's vegetarian. This is a steak restaurant. She ordered like a side of mac and cheese.
Yeah.
I think she got like a lobster mac and cheese or something like that. Then we had somebody else who was there who ordered a steak that was like $200.
Oh shit.
Right? But to be honest, when the bill came, one of my friends is like, I think it's time for you to go to the bathroom. So told the birthday girl, and she's like, oh gosh, whatever. She goes, and the girl who got the mac and cheese is like, what's the problem? Like, let's just split the bill. Now, my friend who got the $200 steak was like, nah, I just got a $200 steak. Let me throw in an extra whatever. And that's how that was able to be resolved. Like, but there was no, like, I wasn't necessarily concerned, but I think my friends were kind of thinking of like, is this going to be awkward? And to me, I'm like, we're just going to say we're splitting the bill. Like, that's it. And the girl who got the mac and cheese, she was like, girl, I knew where we were coming and I'm vegetarian. Like, that's not the point.
And that's
it's her
what
birthday.
I'm talking about. I think it's definitely like take into account who's going, who's invited, all that stuff. Because I've also been with people that are like, I only got a water. I only got a salad. Mind you, there's like 20 people. There's 20 people. I only got this. I only got that. Mind you, and it's not anybody going crazy. It's not anybody taking extra shots. And they're making a difficult like, oh, I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna. I have cash. I'm gonna just put my cash down. Like, you're making it really difficult.
I've been in that. You know what? I was gonna say I don't think I've ever been in that situation, and I have been, but it was just one person, and honestly, man, like, I was just like, whatever. Like, I'll cover the rest because
I know, but like, that's just annoying. You know the event that you're going to.
I'm like, noted. That's it. Now I just know.
Absolutely. I'm not gonna. If there's more than enough people, I'ma just like,
I don't know. It's so many. And then I have heard some wild experiences of like, I have some friends who are in their 40s and they're still having these issues. And I'm like,
honey,
please.
Get your life.
Please stop. I don't know.
I feel
the birthday dinner, I feel like it's never gonna, unless you're with your people, like, who are your people, like, your for lifers,
Mm-hmm.
then maybe it'll just be like a
So, oh my God,
thing.
that reminds me, there was like a TikTok about somebody was saying that they went to, I don't know if it was a birthday dinner, but it was definitely like a group of people, and she was like, I'm about to, you know how like, oh, just put one card down, everybody like Zells or Cash App or whatever. And I don't remember like the story like 100%, but really it came down to, there were a couple people that like they were friends of friends, but it was a celebration of some sort. And the girl was like, you know what? I'm gonna make it easier. It wasn't her birthday. It wasn't the birthday girl. It was one of the close friends. But she was like, I'm gonna make it easy for everybody, and I'm gonna just put my card, and I get my points too. So like, boom, it just works out for everybody because she travels and like she gets her travel points. So whatever. In her head, she's like, perfect. Oh, these girls are gonna pay me back. I just don't know that like one or two people that are friends of friends. And the bill wasn't cheap. It was like over maybe like $2,000. Like, and it was like maybe, but it was like maybe like 4 or 5 people. So it wasn't like a huge group of people.
Yeah.
So she's like, of course, like I'm not thinking about this. I'm gonna get my points. I'm gonna travel, whatever. And it came down to that one girl that was a friend of a friend. She never paid her back. She was sitting there like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just I'll tell you after or whatever she was gonna do. And then days go by and she's like, for me it's not a big deal, but a chunk of amount, and it was probably more than $2,000, because she was like, I wouldn't be pressed if it was like, I'm not pressed about the money, right? I'm pressed about like the interaction. Like, girl, like you really not trying to pay me back?
I would be.
It's weird.
If it's $2,000 split amongst 5 people, I'm pressed about the money too.
But like, to her point, if she wasn't pressed about the money, it's like, dude, I'm gonna see you again. Like, you're part of the quote unquote friend group.
That's
like,
not your friend or your friend's friend.
Correct. And so I guess like multiple like weeks went by, and she was like, I mean, I called it a loss, but like now I know, and that's crazy. Like,
yeah,
that's clearly not my friend.
Well, because
if she's doing it to like me, like she's probably doing this to other people.
Yeah,
like,
no.
She's scamming out
one thing to me is like, if you, I feel like if you owe somebody money, if you did something shady, those are not things that you forget.
Yeah.
Right. So like, you remember. You're just like.
For real. And it's like noted. All right. So even if I'm not pressed about the money, like I'm pressed about your character. Like,
yeah, well, that's it. We're not.
It's just weird.
Like that. Yeah.
And
weird.
if you don't have the money, just say it. And like, it doesn't have to be a thing, right? Like, I think like the moral of the story for her is, she was like, girl, like, why are you dodging me? Like, you're gonna see me. Just tell me if you don't have it. Like, tell me whatever, and I'll respect you more for it. Which I feel, you know.
No, I agree with that. Like, just say it, and that's that. But
well, yeah, them birthday dinners. My friend does one. But like, one of my close friends, like every year, like it's a birthday dinner.
Their thing,
That's their thing. And like, at the end of the day, it always goes out smoothly. But every time I'm seeing, like, I'm sitting there, like, and people taking shots, people getting lit, and I'm just like, oh, like, I know what I'm expecting, and it, like, I'm not hurt about like the price or whatever. But just in general, I'm like, that's a lot of people. Like, that gives me anxiety, and it's not even my birthday. Like,
yeah,
you know,
because it can get it. Depends who's at the table, really. Like. Yeah, I think about, for me, anybody that I have in my head to invite to a birthday dinner. If I was having a birthday dinner, I would be very surprised, let's say that, because I'm not going to be like, I have no doubt, but I would be very surprised if anybody was shady in any type of way, if anybody had an issue. And one of my closest friends doesn't drink, and she would also be like, not like, we're not going to do that. Yeah. However, everyone else at the table is also not going to put her in an uncomfortable, like, not even going to put her in that type of situation. It's just going to be like,
it's all about respect. And I'm sorry, like, if y'all are having crazy like situations at an older age in life, like, y'all need to like reevaluate y'all friendships.
So another video that I saw was kind of like a similar thing of just like, don't ever put your card down, and all I could think is like, who are your friends?
Right?
Like what? But
I don't know.
Again, if it was my birthday and people didn't know each other there, I wouldn't expect anybody but me to put my card down, because what business does like my friend, like a friend of mine who you don't really know, what business do they have owing you $200-$300? Yeah. That just,
and I'm sorry, the world that we live in, that's a lot. Like, I don't care how much money I have.
I mean,
you want to pay
it doesn't grow on trees. You
Oh
know?
my
And of
God.
course, at the end of the day, you just chalk it up to an L. Like, that's life. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, them things are always weird. Like, I don't like big groups of dinner events at all. Like, just because of all those situations of like the people, the nitty gritty. Like, I order this.
It's just like friend etiquette.
Yeah.
That's it. And
it's just like stuff that
especially like. No, I don't. I was gonna say like especially like girls together, but I feel like that's who, at least anything that I've ever seen of like people acting wild at a birthday dinner or like ordering like crazy. I feel like it's always girls.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I think
where's
so too.
the girl code? Non-existent.
For real, girl code. Let's talk about girl code.
Oh gosh.
What do you think is like? We were talking about this the other day. What were you saying? What were you saying about like?
What is girl code to you? Like, what's girl code to you?
So girl code to me would be like, I don't know. You have to give me like situations, but like I ride or die for my friends. Like if you are my girl, like I'm gonna protect you, make sure you look good. Like you're not out here acting a fool. Like I'm gonna tell you like how I feel about certain situations, so you can see yourself from an outside perspective. But also like I'm gonna let you do you. I'm gonna always give you like my input, but never try to force you to be like something you're not. You know. I feel like I'll let you go, and then I'll like share a moment of what I'm talking about.
So similar as you're speaking, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's girl code to me. But also, I'm like, well, that's just a friend, because I'm like that with my guy friends too.
Well, yeah.
But there are certain situations that only apply to girls.
So yes. So when I say like I'ma like call you out on your bullshit, I don't think I would necessarily say that to like a guy, to one of my guy friends, like, or I don't think they would care, even if we're close. Like I don't think it would even resonate much what I have to say because I'm a female, or maybe maybe I'm just thinking about it like one-sided. Like I don't know. I feel like my guy friends don't really care if they're out here acting a fool. You know what I mean? Like they're not really like looking for like input. Well, they just be like, "Yo, am I wilding for this?" And I say yes or no. But like,
yes, but I've been in situations like where a close guy friend of mine who's in a relationship, now we're all out, their girls at home, and they're wilding, and I'm like, don't you put me in a situation like that, right? So I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it.
Yes, 100%.
What you do when you're out with your boys, like not around me, like that's fine, because I feel mad awkward now going and smiling in your girl's face.
Yeah, no,
like,
I can't do that. No.
And I'm not gonna like, that's not my place to tell either, right? Because if you're my friend and I'm cool with your girl because that's your girl, but you know,
yeah,
kind of like sticky situation.
Yes,
but if somebody, okay, if you knew like your friend, if you saw your friend's man out with another girl, what do you do?
Oh, girl, did you know I just used this person with so-and-so? Also, like, one thing about me is like, I'm nosy. I'm so nosy. Like, I sent Ashley a TikTok the other day about some girl going on a rant about it's not my business, but I want to know. Yeah. And that's me. Know. Like, even like, I'm not trying to like stir up no pile, but I'll be like, oh, I was out here and I saw your man or whatever, and he was with so-and-so. Like, just bring it up. Not to stir no pile, but like, just to say, like, but that's just me. I would do that for anybody. Like,
so it sounds like you saw them innocently, like they were just together. They weren't necessarily, because. But what if that's different you're asking than if you're cuddled up with somebody? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like, are you saying like I saw them cuddled up?
Yeah, they clearly looked like they was on a date. Girl, they was together.
I'm taking the picture, and I'm about to get the reaction right here, and I'm about to look at you. I mean, if that is my girl, if we're talking about this is my girl, and I see her man blatantly cheated on her, why are you so cuddled up with somebody? But what if there's a family member? Because I will say, tangent, side note, I do remember like my boyfriend on Instagram, somebody was sending him like hearts and like emojis on his pictures, and she looked cute. I don't know who she was. Long story short, it was his cousin, like his like old auntie cousin, like older cousin. But still, like same thing. I'd be like, what is going on here? And I'm gonna see. And then, if it's innocent, it's innocent. But like, would you tell your friend?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there are girls out there, not me, that wouldn't. Right?
I think
That'd
it
be like, that's
depends.
not my business.
Well, okay. No, I think it depends what friend. Because, so one time I was out during the daytime. It was like, I want to say like 1 o'clock type, right? I'm somewhere. I see somebody that I know. I see their man with the girl. They're out. They're not like innocent? Holding hands. It looks like it could be innocent. It looks like it could not be. Like, I don't know.
Girl.
Right? I mean, they weren't like holding hands or anything like that. And I was like, dang, I don't know. Like, kind of like, all right. But I'm not going to say anything. I'm cool with the person, but I'm not like, I think before we used to be much closer, and then years later.
You're talking about like the girl that is in the relationship with the guy that you just saw. You're not that close to her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
but still definitely got mad love for her. Like, if she was getting played, like I would want her to know. Like,
right, but you're not talking to her every day. That's different.
Right. Well, I didn't say nothing to her. I didn't say nothing to any. Like, I just was like, all right.
You guys are not that close.
Later that night, I saw the three of them together, and I was like, see, this is why everybody needs to mind their business, because you just never know.
Yeah. In that situation, like, if I'm not close with the person, like, that's not my business. Those are the same. I want to know because I'm nosy, but it's not my business.
Yeah.
But if it's a close friend and I see something, I have to say something. Yeah. Especially if it's different. If I see her man, or I see like his girl, like if it was the opposite around and I have a guy friend and I see his girl blatantly like cheating cuddled up, and I'm close to both of them.
Oh gosh. If you're close to both of them, what do you do?
All right. If I'm close to both of them, damn, that's a tricky one. All right. If I'm close to, how close am I?
You're close to both of them.
All right. I'm going to ask her, my nosy self, you know what? It depends on their relationship. Are they toxic? Because I feel like that's the thing, right? If they're very much a couple that I'm close with both of them, and they love each other, and like, they argue a little bit, but they're not out here like blatantly regular, like, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna ask the person who I saw, like, oh, I saw you doing whatever, and then it depends whatever they want to tell me. But as a friend, right, I would want them to tell their partner that they are cheating, because I don't respect that. Like, I'm not a cheater, right? So like, out of their respect, like, I wouldn't tell them like, oh, I'm gonna tell so and so. But if I am close to so and so, I mean, I want you to tell him before I tell him, because that's fucked up. Like, you can't be, just don't be together. I don't believe in cheating.
I think that's same. Like, if I saw you out, I would tell you like, hey, you need to tell this person by this day, or I'm gonna say something. Yeah, because that doesn't sit right well with me. It's awkward to be in the middle of two friends. Like, especially if you care for them, and especially like, you wouldn't want it to be done to you. Like, I would always put myself in that situation. Like, would I want my friends to tell me? Hell yeah. But like, check me too, because if you love me, like, check me on my bullshit. No, right? I agree. Like, I think that's a big part of friendship.
Yeah.
Like, check me.
I don't respect cheating and none of that, so I don't believe in that. Now. This is totally different. If you have toxic, like, they are toxic, they know they should not be together, but they're like in and out, and you've already like seen things and said things, and you're like, yo, y'all should just not be together. And they want to continue being together and still do whatever. That's not my business though. That I'm gonna tell both of them I'm good. I am okay. I don't want to see nothing. I'm gonna avoid all outside interactions, because I'm not trying to be around that.
If my friend already knows that her man steps out on her or whatever, I'm not gonna bring. That's just gonna be embarrassing at that point. Like, now they know, like, other people are seeing it and it's coming back to them. I've already told, like, it's already come to light. They already know. And they're also not that they're cool with it, but if they're deciding to stay or whatever, then that's their business. And also too, I'm not that I'm gonna turn a blind eye, but I'm a like, make sure that I'm not in those situations where I can see something. Like, I don't want to see it. Like, yeah, I mean, that's
so, because then, like, I don't want to
stay in your house forever.
Nah, like, I don't really be going out, but I don't know, man.
But what if you If you would you want okay, would you want your friends to tell you if they did not like your significant other, or would you tell your friends if you didn't like their significant other?
I think let me see. This one's hard for me because I will say my friends, so I have a very small group of friends. Like literally I remember one of my best friends, she was like, Jada, do you even have friends? And I was like, yeah, like I got no, like we friends. But I'm like, I got friends. She's like, what friends? And I'm like, you're right. But I'm not like embarrassed to say that.
Yeah.
Because I keep like a close circle of like friends. Like my close friends, like I've known them for over 10 years, right? And yeah, I have new friends, but they're not the ones that I'm like with when I'm actually like doing something, an event or whatever. You know what I mean? And the question was like, would you want, like, would I want them to tell me? Yes, but also it would have to be like, okay, why don't you like him, right? Or why don't you like this person? And if I accept that from this person, then I'm gonna need you to accept that as my friend. Like, I respect your opinion, but also it's my relationship. And I get to decide if I want to be with that or not, and just support me as a friend. Because then if you're constantly telling me, oh, F that person, low key, I'm not going to want to be around you, because now like you're genuinely bringing negativity into my life when I just want you to support me as a friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, if you're with somebody and they're like, F that person, then that's just disrespectful at that point.
Yeah, like I would want, in a perfect scenario, I want my friends and my partner to get along, right? But at the same time, like, if I'm with a person for a very long time, they're gonna grow their own relationships with my close friends anyways. So at that time, like, they have a relationship. Now, if my friend is like constantly putting a barrier, then that's gonna create a barrier for me and that person too. Not just with my partner. You know what I mean? Like, it makes it a difficult situation. And like, I would vice versa, if I didn't like certain things that my friend's partner was doing because it was hurting my friend, I would tell them like, damn, like, this makes me sad when this happens, or like, you don't deserve that. But I respect you and your decision, and I'm gonna love you regardless, and we gonna be cordial. You know?
Yeah. No, I hear you.
It's tough. It's hard.
I feel like, so for me, I'm it's so funny because I'm like team no new friends. Like, my friends, I've been friends with my friends. I have my friends from high school, and then my friends from college that are my college roommates. Those are like,
I love you guys.
Yeah, I love y'all. Those are my friends. And same thing with my family. Like, I'm very close to my family, so their opinion really matters to me. And I would want them to tell me because I feel like from the outside looking in, you see things differently, right?
Yeah.
Now, I agree with you. If you're telling me something and I'm choosing to accept that in my partner, then I want you to be supportive of me and this and this and that. And I think it's different, for me at least, when the partner is like treating you bad, like poorly, right? Like, if someone is like, they're always like down on you or like whatever. But if as like their personality or like as a person is like, do you notice that they are always like screaming for attention? Or do you notice that they are mean to people? Like, maybe you don't notice, like, being in the relationship because
you're like blinded by it.
Right. Those are things that are important to me and that I wouldn't want in a partner. Like, if you're mean to people, like, I don't like that. You know, my number one pet peeve is a try hard. I can't. It's really hard for me to be around people who are like try hard.
I feel like, me personally, I haven't, like, in my friend group, I don't think I have a try hard friend, because that would annoy me. Like,
I don't have a try hard friend either. I mean,
because they wouldn't try hard people.
So yeah, like, so I mean, like, for example, if I was with my friend and they introduced me to somebody and I noticed that they're just a try hard, like, it's gonna annoy me. But I don't necessarily think that that's something that I would be like, oh, I don't like your partner because they're a try hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, I think that naturally that comes off of like, that will come out of like, they're just kind of annoying.
Yeah, I feel like when you're close with your friends are close, right? They're your friends for a reason.
Yeah.
you're as honest as you can be, and then that's it. Because I've also been in situations like, it's so for you it's all across the board, like friends, family, those relationships are very like linear for you, right? Where I've it's for me, it's like kind of like wacky, right? Where it's like I could have people that are close to me, whether they be friends or family, and they're just not respectful at all. And then it's like, you are like, we share a lot of life together because you're either my friend or you're my long-term friend or my family member, but like, you're not even respecting me. Now I really don't care what you say, you know what I mean? Like, now everything you say goes out the window, and it's about like little things. I don't know, like what? So like, for example, not that this has happened to me, but this is like a topic that's been going around. Like, if somebody, let's say you're really not cool with somebody, like you have beef with this person, and one of your friends is friends with them, right? And knows that you got beef with this person, and they like are like super duper friendly, like trying to like chill with them type of friendly. How do you feel about that? Like, is that one of those things like, oh, just like, we're adults, like whatever?
So I introduce somebody. No, wait, sorry. Me and you are friends, and you know that I don't like
homegirl.
Yeah, I don't like homegirl.
Like, y'all got like beef. Murder beef. Like, I don't know what went down, but shit went down, and it's not. It's not.
So we got murder beef, and now you're trying to be extra friends with her.
Yeah,
that's weird.
That's weird, right?
That's weird.
Yeah.
Now, if we were all friends, and then now me and homegirl don't really get along, but y'all two continue your friendship, that's not on me.
Yeah.
But there are some people who are like, if I have beef with this person,
I don't want
you to
be friends with them.
Yeah, I think that's weird.
And I think it all comes down to like to be honest, like what actually happened. Because if you guys got murder beef because your partner cheated on, and this is all hypothetical, but like your partner cheated on you with her. What? Like, and then
you want to be friends with
her? Like, nah.
At least and this is don't tell me about it, right? Like, I mean, I don't necessarily expect you to not be friends with her no more, but like, I don't want you to come to me talking about
yeah. That was like a thing on TikTok that was like going around. Like, would you? And for me, it comes down to loyalty, right? Like, at the end of the day, like, if I really don't mess with this person, it's different if it's like a falling out or whatever, and like it doesn't I don't know, like it's gentle, like y'all can be friends. But at the same time, like, I don't want to know about this person. I feel like that was like low key like a younger thing where like people would like, if you guys were friends, you guys had that falling out, and then now this person who's a friend, both going back and forth. I feel like that was a younger thing, but I feel like people still do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
And again, I don't have much friends, so it's not going on with me, but
well, I think too, like, girl code and like these friendship codes or whatever are, you build them, right? Like, so me within my friend group, we build our own code. Like, we understand each other or whatever. And when I interact with anybody else, that's how I act too, right? Because that's how I come. But also just understanding, like, it's like common sense.
I know, but a lot of people.
That's what I mean. Common sense is not that common, so I don't necessarily expect every person to abide by this friendship code or this girl code, right? And that's why
there's no new friends.
That is exactly why.
I don't know. I like new friends. Exactly I have a problem where I'm like, every time I meet somebody new, I got new friends.
See, like, I could be cool with you. We could hang out or whatever, but like, I don't know. There's like,
it's like, what does friendship, like, what is friendship to you? Like, what friend versus like
so like these my friends that I have, like, they're my family. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
So
I guess you can categorize it like that. Your friends are your family, like your chosen family.
Yeah.
For you, Which, yes.
So.
But I feel like girl code is crazy. Like, type in girl code on TikTok, and I feel like just craziness.
You will be amazed.
Craziness.
And I think maybe it's something that evolves as you like get older. I think that girl code means something different, but it might look differently like as you get older. But yeah, like sleeping with each other's friends, man, and this
crazy stuff.
I'm like, what?
Like, that doesn't even cross my mind. Like, girl code, like, girl code, you better tell me when I'm acting a fool, because I expect that out of my friendship with you. Tell me when I'm acting crazy, girl, and I'll sit my eyes down. You know what I mean? But also, I love you, and if I choose to do this, just be there for me.
Sometimes, well, because there's just certain things that I'm not gonna like apoyar. If we're out in the club and you're lit and your man is at home and you're out here like doing things that I know will cause problems for your relationship, if you're my friend, we're leaving. Like,
absolutely.
You could be mad at me, you could hate me.
Absolutely.
Right? Like,
yeah, we could fight in the car. Like, you're not about to do that.
Some people will literally like
just let it happen. No.
Yeah.
But I think that's like human decency, no? But I mean,
I don't know too. Again, again, some people, because imagine then you start like only in the club with me because I'm trying to get you away. There has to come a point where
I'm not going out with you again.
Yeah.
Like, tonight we gonna get through tonight, and girl, just no. Anytime you want to go out, I'm sick. I have plans.
So you wouldn't just tell them? Because I'm telling you.
I'm gonna tell you.
You were acting a hot ass mess, and I can't go out with you no more.
But like future, I'm just I'm not going out.
Nah, I'm gonna have to tell you, boy. I'm gonna have to just tell you, like, this is why I'm not gonna be. I don't want to be in any kind of situation like this. I don't want to keep you from living your best life when you go out. Yeah. I don't want to put myself in any uncomfortable situations. So.
Do you think we're just like grandmas?
Maybe.
Because like people, like, I feel like that's something that I would categorize as toxic, right? Mm-hmm. Right? You would categorize as toxic. Yeah. And like unintentionally, some people crave toxicity. Like, or they're like okay with it. Not that they crave it, but they're okay with it. And like there's no like character development. I don't know why, but I think of like when I picture life moments or like things that I have done in the past, I'm like, damn, I'm low-key embarrassed about that. Like I'd be like up just thinking about like things. Stupid. But like there's when you're watching a show, the best shows to me are the shows that have character development. You are not the same person in season 5 that you were in season 1. Mm-hmm. But then there's people that they are.
Well, that applies. Yeah.
And not that it's like sad, but it's like, what do you need like to get the ball rolling? What can I do for you as a friend to get you to season 5 developed person?
But see, like,
and is that my job? No, it's not.
I think that as a friend, like I can hold up this mirror for you, but if you're choosing to not look in the mirror, right? Mm-hmm. I can only hold it up for so long, and then it's like, you know what? I'm not gonna be like, that's it, I'm not your friend no more, but I'm gonna take a step back and like slowly, you just take a step back, because some people to me are meant to stay in season 1
so that's
of your life.
I was gonna ask you that. So like, do you feel like I can 100% relate to this. Like, there's people that you just like grow out of, not because of anything like crazy, but like, they were there for the season. Like,
yeah, absolutely. I think that, and because I hold my friends to, like, if you're my friend, that is very hard for me to like be like okay with letting people go. Mm-hmm. And like, but I think that in the last like couple of years, I have just come to terms with that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Of like, they have their own show in life too, right? Yes. Like they're going through their own season, that things are just different, and that's okay.
And maybe we can meet up in season 10.
Maybe it's a reunion.
For real.
But yeah, these are conversations that I think, I'm sure every person has their own code and like has their own dilemmas, and I don't think that anybody ever goes into a situation or into a friendship thinking like, oh, I'm gonna have to tell this person that I saw their man cheating on them, or I'm gonna end up having a falling out with this person. Like, you don't go into friendships thinking that.
I don't think relationships in general, you don't go into relationships in general like that.
Right.
But
I have been in relationships for longer than I should have, knowing that I wasn't gonna, or like not necessarily relationships, but like situations. Like, mm-hmm. I know that we not gonna make it past the 3-month mark. Why am I still talking to you?
Right.
And I'm sorry if I did that to you.
It's life. It's life.
You know?
I feel like I don't know, girl code is very important to me, and like what we just talked about, like just being honest and being like loving and like being there for your friends in the most realist way possible, because your friends, your closest friends, are your chosen family, right? Whether they're girls or guys, whatever.
Yeah.
Right. But I have noticed that, like I said it before, I feel like I do live in a bubble, because like when I'm exposed to these things, I'm like, wow, people are like that.
Yes,
I get so shocked. I'm like, but why? And then why do they choose? Like, my question is, why do you choose to be in those situations? Like, what drives you to stay in those situations, in those friendships that are not serving you?
That's a
I want to know, girl. I'm nosy.
That's a topic. That's a topic. I feel like that's a topic that could be a whole topic, because I know I can think of situations of like whether it was a job, whether it was a relationship, whether it was a friendship, any type of relationship, whether it was an event. Like, why did I stay there for that long? Why was I, you know what I mean? But
PTSD from like working at a job. We can talk
about
that.
Right? Like, we're like, why do you stay? Right?
Is it fear of like? Is it fear of loss? Is it fear of loss? Like,
and I think it's different for every person,
everyone.
right? Like, but I will say that everything we seek in other people, we reflect what we want, right? Like, so in your friendships, the way you show up in your friendships is because that's what you want reflected back to you. Same in your relationships, which makes it very difficult to accept of like, well, maybe this person is not reflecting back to me what I need and what I want.
And those are difficult conversations. Yeah,
difficult conversations to have and difficult things to accept. Like, if you just have to come to a moment of acceptance of it.
And realization, right? Because like, I think this all applies to like a monogamous relationship, right? Like with your partner. But like, if we think about friendships, right? Are people having those real deal conversations with their friends? Or are they just letting them go, right? So, because I'm thinking about certain things, like, for me, if you, like, the seasons, right? If it's season 1 and we're, you know, we have, like, 2 episodes left, right, for the last season, and we're in that transition period, and if I feel like wholeheartedly we're not going to go to season 2 together, I don't know that I would need to have that conversation. Like, I kind of feel like in some situations I've just like fallen back and like dismissed. And like, is that fucked up? It could be, right? Like, I feel bad, but then I don't feel bad, because it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think
you got what I'm trying to say?
No, I hear what you're saying. Like, is it messed up to not acknowledge,
close the chapter?
Close the chapter. I can see it both. And I've been in the situation both where I have closed chapters and I have just made decisions like, you know what, I can exit silently. And I don't think that there's necessarily anything wrong with either one. Yeah. I also think it is very rare. Well, no, because I've been in that situation. I was going to say, like, I think most of the time if somebody stops talking to you or like if somebody like all of a sudden don't fuck with you no more, I think it's very rare that it's like, I have no idea why.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know
it's
why.
like mutual.
Same thing, like...
Because if not, we'd be talking about it.
Right.
Probably, right? Like...
Yeah.
To salvage, you get what I was trying to say? Like...
Yeah, you have a conversation. If it's important to you, then that also, like, what level in the friendship are you at? Like... But, I don't know. Let us know. What is your... girl code, guy code, friendship code? Like, what does that look like? What does it mean to you? What are your like deal breakers for friendships?
Let us comment on your toxic situation.
She wants to know.
I want to know. I wish I knew the girl's TikTok so I could like put her there so you guys can watch her videos.
Oh, I have it
in the chat.
Yeah,
we'll have to pull her up. She's funny. So nosy. I just want to know.
You know. But sometimes there's things, I'm sure I have to just say this. There's things that I want to know, but I will sweep the ocean before I ask you. I will sweep the ocean.
I love that
before I ask you. Because, yeah, like maybe I'll call my mom. I'll ask my mom, like, yo, mom, But that's
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
no. I feel like when I say these things, like I'm not asking you
Yeah.
outright.
No, but there's people who will ask, or people who will be like, yo, did you see, like, what do you think about blah, 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 blah? And I'm like, why are you over here?
Oh no,
we're not even friends. What are you doing?
You know, one thing I don't like, it's good that you bring that up, because like even like I feel like that's such a high school type of thing. Is like when you chill with people and you just like talk shit about other people.
Yeah.
Why? We are like grown adults. We don't gotta talk shit about nobody. Or like for me, I guess that's just not entertaining for me.
Yeah.
Or like I don't find purpose in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
I
it's
just
not...
I notice it a lot at work.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's
at
a
work,
whole
I
nother...
literally just be like, bro, like,
mind your business, girl.
why are you talking to me? No, just kidding. But
no, you know what I love? I feel like this is like a little what is it called? So like I'm nosy, right? So like on Instagram or TikTok, like I just follow people that are like super messy. Like that girl with the man from Atlanta. Have you seen her?
Oh yeah.
Oh, amazing content.
I had a baby with a man in Atlanta, like something like that.
I followed that story. Oh my god, send me stories, guys. I love it. This is entertaining for me.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna get involved and I'm not gonna ask questions, but I be in the comments like, ooh, they was thinking just like me. And it got answered.
Girl, no tiene oficio.
I'm not asking though. I'm just there. And like I'm just nosy. Like I'm not gonna ask because it's not my business.
Yeah.
But yo.
Yeah. There's definitely, I'm sure we've all gone down like the little rabbit hole. But, you know. Yeah. No. But there's people who will ask.
Yeah, and they need to mind their damn business.
Be nosy in silence.
Be nosy in silence because I'm judging you. What you be asking about me? Right?
Yeah.
Like make sure like you're aware of the company that you keep.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I don't think that applies to us because we have like very, very long friendships.
Yeah, but there are still things that my friends of X amount of many years, they do things that I'm like, I didn't like you did that.
Oh yeah.
And then we talk about it, and like
it.
it's like, oh okay, like, you know, you come to an understanding. But at least I feel very comfortable in my friendships to like
you can do that,
call each other out and like get a grip, you know what I mean, like tell each other. But yeah, let us know your code of ethics for relationships, whether it's friendships, family, all of that. But
we ready for the tea
or the wine.
Cheers.